Welcome to Pop Flashback. Today we're looking into the Beatles' final public performance.
Okay.
It took place on January 30th, 1969, on the rooftop of their Apple Corps headquarters, and it was unannounced.
Really?
You just think about that for a second.
Yeah.
The biggest band in the world playing a surprise gig
Right.
on a London rooftop in the middle of the day.
Just incredible.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This performance shocked London. It was captured in the film Let It Be and is remembered as a significant pop culture moment, a powerful goodbye.
A truly singular event. What's interesting to consider looking at this is the context. This wasn't a band riding high on tour. The Get Back project, as you know, was initially envisioned as a return to live performance. They discussed big stadium shows.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that it culminated in this very intimate, albeit public rooftop gig speaks volumes.
Yeah, exactly. The shift from these grand plans to this spontaneous act. One of the things I read mentioned Ringo casually commenting on the view from the roof and then Lennon just going, "Let's do it." It's almost anticlimactic in its origin, which somehow makes it even more compelling.
I see.
It wasn't some meticulously planned farewell concert.
Precisely. And if we think a little bit more about the band dynamics at the time, which we know about, there was a certain tension, wasn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
George had even briefly left the rehearsals. This rooftop performance, in a way, feels like a moment of reconnection, a last burst of that raw collaborative energy that defined them.
Absolutely.
Even though Ringo and George were initially hesitant,
Yeah.
they ultimately embraced it.
One of the things that really stood out to me was the almost makeshift nature of it all. Mal Evans, bless him, just hauling their gear up there.
Oh, yeah.
They were using stockings as mic covers against the wind.
What?
It wasn't this polished production. It was raw and immediate.
That rawness is key. And let's not forget Billy Preston up there on the electric piano.
Yeah.
His presence wasn't just musical. It also seemed to contribute to a sense of focus and camaraderie within the band during those sessions. Musically, he added a fantastic layer to those final live performances.
And the set list itself tells a story. They weren't just up there for a quick hello and goodbye.
Right.
42 minutes, multiple takes of Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, I've Got a Feeling, +1 after 909, and Dig a Pony. It was a proper mini concert for anyone who happened to be within earshot.
It was, and the informal moments captured in the recordings, Lennon's snippet of Danny Boy, the playful banter,
Oh, yeah.
those really underscore the unscripted nature of the event.
Yeah.
It wasn't a carefully curated performance for posterity, even though it certainly became that.
Right.
It was just the Beatles playing one last time in public.
Of course, a surprise Beatles concert in central London wasn't going to stay secret for long.
Definitely not.
The stories describe people flooding the streets watching from other rooftops.
Wow.
Imagine being on your lunch break and suddenly hearing that sound.
Wild.
It must have been electrifying.
It was, but as we know, the noise complaints started coming in. It's almost ironic, isn't it? The biggest band in the world getting shut down for playing too loud. Paul McCartney had even joked beforehand about playing somewhere they shouldn't and getting busted by the police.
He did!
It's like they almost manifested it.
And sure enough, the police arrived. Ray Dagg and Ray Shaler, their names are even recorded. The footage shows the Apple staff trying to hold them off, but eventually they made their way to the roof right as the band was in the middle of Don't Let Me Down.
And that's where the legend truly gets amplified. McCartney's improvised lyrics during the final take of Get Back. You've been playing on the roofs again, and that's no good because you know your mummy doesn't like that.
Oh, man.
It's just pure spontaneous genius acknowledging the absurdity of the situation in real time.
Absolutely. And even with the police there, they played right to the end. Then Lennon sign off. I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves, and I hope we've passed the audition. That mix of humor and poignancy, it's just perfect. It really does feel like an unintentional but utterly fitting end to their live performances.
It does. Looking back, it's clear this wasn't just a random event. It's become a powerful symbol representing the end of an era. They would record Abbey Road afterwards, of course, but this was the final chapter of the Beatles as a live performing unit.
And it's incredible how this one unplanned performance has embedded itself in our cultural consciousness. You see references to it everywhere, from the Ruddles to the Simpsons to U2. It's this enduring image of a band on top of the world, literally and figuratively delivering one last unexpected gift.
What's fascinating is that its unplanned nature is perhaps what contributes most to its iconic status. It wasn't a carefully orchestrated farewell concert.
Right.
It was a spontaneous moment, a raw glimpse into the band's dynamic at a pivotal time. It continues to spark our imagination and serves as a powerful reminder of their impact.
It truly does a powerful, unscripted pop culture goodbye right there on a London rooftop.
Amazing.
Think about this. What is it about these kinds of unexpected, almost guerrilla-style performances that seem to resonate so deeply with us, even more so than planned events? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Remember to like and subscribe so you can get our next episode. Catch you next time.
See ya.